Hi, everybody. This is Silvio Canto in Dallas, Texas on Sunday, April 29th, and welcome to our video commentary. Sometimes you can almost hate someone so much, you can hate someone so much that you lose your common sense, your self control, and you end up hurting yourself or making a fool out of yourself. And we saw that a little bit Saturday night at the National Press Club or whatever they call that thing where the press people get together and have a dinner, and often the president of the United States goes and cracks a few jokes. I mean, I've seen a few of these over the years. When President Reagan did it, he was incredibly funny, but that's because that was Reagan. He had that kind of personality. Even some of the others who were not as telegenic were pretty good at it because there was, good nature humor, nothing more than that. Well, President Trump didn't go last night, and I understand why he didn't go. He doesn't get along with the media, and frankly, I don't think he's gotten a fair break. I think that a lot of the media coverage has been very unfair and very unbalanced. I don't blame him for saying, I'm not going to go to your party, and he's got every right not to go. He doesn't have to go. There's no constitutional requirement that says he has to go. But last night, a woman by the name of Michelle Wolff, I don't know much about her background, I have to tell you. I mean, I've heard her name before, and I know she's a liberal, and I know she hates Trump. But beyond that, I don't really know much about her. Well, last night, she was, I guess, the MC or, the person who gets up there and cracks political jokes. And let me say something about political humor before I talk about Michelle Wolff. Political humor is actually a good thing. I think a country that cannot laugh at itself is a country that has a few problems. So there's nothing wrong with political humor. I like it a great deal. I mean, nobody did it better than Johnny Carson, who was on TV for God knows how long. Every night he was on TV, and his jokes were just absolutely delightful. His political jokes were great because nobody got offended with Johnny Carson. Johnny Carson had something for everybody, but he always did it with good taste. Well, last night, this lady, Michelle Wolff, decides that she's going to crack jokes. First of all, she's cracking jokes about Sarah Huckabee Sanders, who's President Trump's press secretary. A woman who I think has a very difficult job, as any other person who's been a press secretary can tell you. But she's cracking jokes about her appearance, her weight, I guess, which is, I think, totally and completely out of place. Then she's cracking jokes about abortion. She's cracking jokes about this. And it turns out that a lot of people just got up and left. Not just Republicans, but a lot of news people just got up and left. And what we can tell by the reviews is that it really didn't go over well. A lot of people were somewhat offended. And frankly, a lot of people, even Democrats, said it was too much. It just went over the line way too many times. But I think what is happening is that you get to a point where you hate somebody so much, your hatred is so irrational. And that's what's really happening with President Trump. The hatred toward President Trump has gone beyond politics or policy. It is now totally, completely irrational. That when you get to that point, you lose your control, your self-control, and I think you lose your common sense. And you begin to say things and do things that are pretty stupid. And that's what we saw with Michelle Wolff over the weekend. It's interesting because, here in Washington or in New York and in some of these other places, there tends to be an obsession with Trump, in the media particularly, an obsession with Trump. But yet, when you get out in the country, even Democrats are saying, we don't want to talk about Russia. We don't want to talk about collusion. We don't want to talk about impeachment. Let's talk about the economy. Let's talk about jobs, because that's what people want to hear about. And I think a lot of Democrats are going to have to come to terms with reality that people like Michelle Wolff are not helping them. They're not helping them because their hatred, the type of hatred, irrational hatred that Michelle Wolff has about Donald Trump is not a hatred shared by most Americans. I'm not saying that Trump is the most likable or popular man in the country, but nobody hates him the same way that Michelle Wolff does. So I just, I don't know. I mean, look, the Democrats are self-destructing when they get behind people like Michelle Wolff. I know she's not technically a Democrat, but we know who she voted for the last time around, that's for sure. So we just need a little bit more common sense, and we need to get back to a time when political humor was fun, was funny. funny and fun. And you could make fun of people without having to talk about their weight, without having to talk about abortion, a joke about abortion. That's pretty sick as far as I'm concerned. Well, thank you for watching. We have all of these at YouTube. We have them on my Twitter, and we have them on my blog. Bye-bye, everybody. Have a good Sunday. Bye-bye.